Hillary Clinton, of course, is the original election. Hillary Clinton, of course, is the original election denier. I'm sure you voted for her in 2016.
Well, she's not an election denier.
She absolutely was the OG election denier.
First of all, she came out before the sun had risen to concede the election to Trump.
And then spent the next 4 years saying he was illegitimate. He was an illegitimate president.
Okay, well, first of all, she didn't say he was an illegitimate.
Yes, she did.
You tell me exactly what she said.
She said those exact words repeatedly.
I believe
Days when Hillary seems like a sensible Midwestern Methodist who grew up Republican in a suburb outside Chicago. That's the biographically accurate Hillary Clinton. But it's hardly the only Hillary Clinton. During the years she spent in Arkansas, for example, Hillary often played the loyal daughter of the American South, a Southern fried Dixie lady with a spunky feminist twist. That was the character she was portraying when we first met her 30 years ago this month. It was during the 1992 presidential primaries. Listen to her accent.
You know, I'm not sitting here as some little woman standing by my man like Tammy Wynette. I'm sitting here because I love him, and I respect him, and I honor what he's been.
Hillary Clinton's political career is a never-ending drama that refuses to be canceled, but Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson are swinging with a knockout punch. Their roast of Hillary isn't just a critique, it's a high-definition demolition of her polished image. Kelly lands the first blow, branding Hillary the original election denier, conceding
should be in jail. Literally, Hillary Clinton should be behind bars. And so should the people who worked for her who did this. This is so blatantly corrupt. She wanted to distract from her email scandal. She cooked up a plan to accuse Trump of being a Russian agent in order to distract from her.
Attention, that just happened to Hillary Clinton. She's got a brand new job. Who would hire Hillary Clinton? Honestly, well, Columbia University would. Columbia University has now made Hillary Clinton a presidential fellow and, quote, professor of international relations. Now, what does Hillary Clinton know about international relations that qualifies her to be professor of it at an august Ivy League university or crypto Ivy League university? Well, unlike most professors at Columbia, she destroyed an entire country, a whole country. She wrecked the nation of Libya, which is a real country in North Africa. She killed the guy who ran it for no reason whatsoever. Now they have slave markets in downtown Tripoli.
To Trump in 2016, only to spend 4 years calling him illegitimate. Carlson goes harder, saying she belongs behind bars for spinning the Russia hoax to dodge her email scandal. Together, they're not just roasting Hillary. They're tearing down a legacy built on spin, scandals, and a smirk that screams and
Clinton decided to drop an op-ed in the New York Times today that's entitled, "How much dumber will this get?" And she uses Signalgate and the messaging by Pete Hegseth and Mike Walls and JD Vance and Tulsi and others on there as the jumping off point to talk about how dumb Trump is.
Entitlement. Hillary's a political chameleon, shape-shifting to fit the stage. 1 minute
She puts out this tweet, and it's a picture of her, a much younger Hillary, and the caption on the hat reads, "But her emails." And she writes in her tweet, "Bringing this back in light of recent news. Get a limited edition But Her Emails hat and support Onward Together groups working to strengthen our democracy."
You're running this company, you get attacked in public, you become a prop in the Hillary Clinton campaign. The media, as always, on cue, aligns their coverage with her propaganda priorities. They're sort of a seamless unit, the Hillary campaign, CBS News, NBC, Shep Smith. But your job at that point is to sort of bow your head and say, busted.
The sensible Midwestern Methodist, the next a Southern fried feminist, like her 1992 Tammy Wynette quip with that fake drawl. Every persona feels scripted, like a Broadway show with no heart. Her State Department run? GOP.
When she mentioned a phrase about you, I don't want to repeat it.
Oh, you're not going to hurt my feelings, don't worry.
She called this gentleman, this honorable gentleman, that he is playing the role of a... You say it.
I didn't see it.
What does that tell you about Tucker Carlson and right-wing media and also Vladimir Putin? Well, it shows me what I think we've all known. He's what's called a useful idiot.
She said, the useful idiot. You didn't.
She's a child. I don't listen to her.
No.
How's Libya doing?
No.
Political train wreck. Libya's collapse under her watch wasn't a win. It was chaos, leaving slave markets in Tripoli's streets. Carlson calls it straight. She wrecked a nation for no reason. Kelly piles on, mocking Hillary's new gig as Columbia University.
What role did Hillary Clinton, then Hillary Rodham, play in Watergate?
Well, there's a book. The book is called The Crime Without Honor, The Crimes of Camelot and the Fall of Richard Nixon, written in the 1990s by the former chief counsel of the House Judiciary Committee. And he describes terrible things about Hillary.
Presidential fellow. What's she teaching? How to turn diplomacy into disaster. The email scandal is where Hillary's Teflon coating starts peeling. Kelly rips into her, saying the Russia narrative was a desperate distraction from a digital mess that screamed incompetence.
She calls the Trump administration hypocritical, dangerous, and dumb over this story. It's not the hypocrisy that bothers me, it's the stupidity. We're all shocked that President Trump and his team don't actually care about protecting classified information or federal record retention laws. I mean, this is so rich, given her history. What's much worse is that top Trump administration officials put our troops in jeopardy by sharing military plans on a commercial messaging app and unwittingly invited a journalist into the chat. That's
private servers for classified emails. That's not a mistake. It's a neon sign flashing reckless. Carlson doubles down, pointing out how the media practically auditioned.
Scandal. She made up a scandal about Trump being a Russian asset. And they banked on the intel agencies working with her to perpetuate this lie, and it appears they were only too happy to assist. That's what this scandal's about. Pieces of it we knew. New pieces are coming in by the day thanks to these declassifications. And it's
for Hillary's PR team spun it as no big deal. Meanwhile, her Clinton Foundation raked in foreign cash like a slot machine during her State Department days. Coincidence? Only if you believe fairy tales. Those donations timed perfectly with arms deals and favors, but Hillary played shocked when anyone noticed. Her 2016 campaign was a masterclass in missteps. Overconfident, she ignored swing states, pouring cash into places she thought were locked. The result? A loss so stunning it's still a case study in political hubris. Yet Hillary's never owned. At every interview, book, and speaking gig, priced like a small country.
Stole his first term as president. These absolute liars who run around trying to act like they're the protectors of democracy completely ruined it, tried to undermine it at every turn and at the highest levels with lies, with out-and-out lies that were really serious, and changed foreign policy and changed the course of history in this country in Trump's presidency. And there must be accountability. There has to be actual criminal accountability for those who lied. And I can't wait.
Country's GDP repackages failure as genius. Kelly calls her out for blaming everyone but herself, while Carlson compares her to a chess player who loses and blames the board. Her authenticity deficit is glaring. Voters wanted real, not rehearsed. Hillary's still out here, dropping new York Times op-eds like, "How much dumber will this get?" as if she's above the fray. Kelly and Carlson aren't buying it. They're exposing a career of calculated moves, from Watergate whispers to Libya's ruins, all wrapped in a smile that's more corporate than human. This roast isn't just a takedown, it's a wake-up call. Hillary's not the queen of comeback, she's the architect of her own irrelevance. Hillary Clinton's political circus keeps rolling, but Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson are ripping the tent down. Their roast is a brutal takedown, exposing Hillary as less a leader and more a master of missteps. Kelly hammers her as the OG election denier, crying illegitimate about Trump's 2016 win after a quick concession, a flip-flop that reeks of sore loser energy. Carlson's sharper, saying her Russia hoax was a calculated dodge from the email scandal that screamed incompetence. Together, they're not just roasting Hillary, they're burning her carefully crafted image to ashes. Hillary's a shapeshifter, slipping into whatever role suits the crowd. Her 1992 Southern Belle act, complete with a fake drawl and Tammy Wynette jab, was pure theater, not conviction. Fast forward to her State Department days, and it's a blooper reel of bad calls. Libya? Sold as a humanitarian win, it collapsed. into chaos, with slave markets now dotting Tripoli. Carlson calls it destruction, not diplomacy. Kelly mocks Hillary's new Columbia University professor gig, questioning what she's teaching, how to tank a nation. The email scandal is Hillary's Achilles heel. Kelly rips into it, saying her private server for classified emails wasn't just reckless, it was a middle finger to accountability. The Russia narrative cooked up to deflect was a desperate Hail Mary that backfired. Carlson points out the media's complicity, spinning her mess as a minor oops while grilling anyone else for less. Then there's the Clinton Foundation, a cash machine that magically attracted foreign donations during her State Department tenure. Arms deals approved, donors rewarded. Carlson calls it a pay-to-play scheme. Kelly compares it to a Broadway show with Hillary as the star and ethics as the understudy. Her 2016 campaign was a train wreck of arrogance. Ignoring key states, she banked on inevitability, only to lose to Trump's ground game. Post-defeat, she didn't reflect. She deflected. Book tours, pricey speeches, and interviews spun failure as a conspiracy against her brilliance. Kelly skewers her for blaming voters, Russia, even the wind, while Carlson likens her to a gambler doubling down on a losing hand. Her authenticity, gap is a chasm. Every move feels like a focus-grouped photo op, not a genuine connection. Hillary's latest New York Times op-ed, whining about dumb Trump moves, is peak hypocrisy. Kelly calls her out for acting above the fray while her own scandals pile up like unpaid bills. Carlson's brutal. Her career's a masterclass in hubris, not leadership. From Watergate whispers to Libya's ruins, she's dodged accountability, with a smile that's more corporate than human. This roast isn't just a jab, it's a mirror showing Hillary's truth. A politician so obsessed with power, she forgot what it's for. Her legacy's not leadership, it's a cautionary tale of ambition gone astray, scandals stacked like a Jenga tower. Carlson's brutal. Her career's a case study in hubris, not leadership. From Watergate whispers to Libya's ruins, she skated on charm and connections, not results. This roast isn't just shade, it's a spotlight on a politician who's mistaken entitlement for talent. Her legacy's not a crown, it's a cautionary tale of ambition outrunning competence. Voters wanted real, she gave them rehearsed. The stage is shrinking, and the audience is over it. The political career of Hillary Clinton reads like a revolving door of scandals, damage control, deflection, reinvention, and then back to the beginning. It's almost poetic. But the closer you examine it, the less it seems like politics, and the more like a well-honed survival mechanism. Whether it's a positive or negative headline, she has mastered the skill of using them to propel herself forward, including controversies, setbacks, and failures. Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson are well acquainted with this pattern. She uses her charm when it's advantageous and her steel when it's not, skillfully evading accountability like a lawyer. They make the observation that she has mastered the political game more than anyone else, perhaps even more so than she claims to dislike. While her lectures are always full of conviction, her actions don't always live up to the hype. What's most frightening isn't just the laundry list of questionable calls, Libya, the email servers, the Clinton Foundation's hidden funding, it's the predictability of it all. The same old script is trotted out. Deny, reframe, accuse your detractors of being crazy, and then shift gears to discuss democracy as if nothing transpired. Even so, a devoted segment of the political establishment cheers it on as if it were the final curtain call at a Broadway show. Megyn and Tucker saw through the facade and exposed the empire for what it really is. A result-driven facade. The kind of brand where "trust me" is repeated often enough to sound believable, even while the receipts say otherwise. They don't just query whether she should run again, they question how she still commands the platform to even make that decision. And yet, the final revelation is the most chilling. This drama isn't over, because Hillary Clinton isn't a politician in the classic sense anymore, she's an institution, one that survives on frequent reappearance, feeds on anticipation, and outlasts her critics by sheer persistence. If history is any guide, her next move is already in action. Another op-ed, another speaking tour, another advisory job at an exclusive school, all wrapped in that same old smile that indicates she's not going anywhere. For her fans, it's persistence. For her critics, it's proof that the system rewards the untouchable. For the rest of us, it's a reminder that in politics,